Okay, so let's work a few of these problems. I asked you to try this on your own, and now we're going to check your work. So I'm going to go a little quick because I know that you have already thought about this. So here we go. Question number 1. Mary and John earn $8 per hour. John works 42 hours. Mary works 29 hours. Who can buy a bicycle for $299? Well, I'm going to need to do some multiplication to figure out how much each one of these people earned. So let's start with John. He worked 42 hours at $8 an hour. 8 times 2 is 16. Put down my 6, carry my 1. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 is 33. So that's how much he earned. And then Mary worked 29 hours at $8 an hour. What's 8 times 9? 8 times 9 is 72. Put down my 2, carry my 7. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So who earned enough money to buy a bicycle for $299? Well, that would be John. John is my answer. Let's look at number 2. Jose and Karen earn $13 per hour. Jose works 8 hours. Karen works 7 hours. Who can buy a microscope for $89? Okay, so let's look at Jose. He worked 8 hours at $13 an hour. I'm going to erase that and put my big number on top. And then Karen also earns $13 an hour, but she only works 7. So it's 8 times 3. 8, 16, 24. Put down my 4, carry my 2. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So Jose has $104. That's pretty good. Let's see what Karen's got. 7 times 3. 7, 14, 21. Put down my 1, carry my 2. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So Karen has $91. So who can buy the microscope for $89? Well, they both can. Karen and Jose can both purchase a microscope for $89. Let's look at number 3. Frank is a sports writer. Bob works in fast food restaurant. Who do you think could possibly earn a higher salary? Think about that for a second. Who do you think would earn more? A sports writer or a person who works in a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or Burger King? Well, on the previous page, we learned that human capital is a person's knowledge and work skills. So which one of those jobs do you think you would earn more money at? Well, I'm thinking Frank would earn the higher salary. Salary is the money that you make for doing your job. So Frank would earn the higher salary. Why? Because he has, I don't want to say better skills, but he has skills that Bob doesn't have. You know, in Bob's fast food job, he still has to be able to work and he has to be able to produce his product. But in Frank's job, he has to be able to travel to all the different sports places. He gets to talk to the sports people, so the athletes. He's just going to have more skills than what Bob has at the fast food place. So Frank would earn the higher salary because he has more specific skills. Okay? And he probably had to go to college to get those skills. So Frank is going to have a higher salary. Let's look at number 4. Matt is a plumber. What skills may he need for his job? we are supposed to use this table to figure out the skills that Matt might need to be a plumber. So I'm going to look through here and I'm going to find plumber. He makes this much per year. That's a pretty good job. Matt is a plumber. What skills might he need? Well, he needs to know about plumbing. He also needs to know about tools, right? He also needs to know about permits, houses. What else might he need to know about as a plumber? I bet there's more. We're going to put etc. So he needs to learn and know about all sorts of stuff. How about Sophia? Sophia is a medical secretary and needs professional knowledge for this position. What knowledge may be required? A medical secretary. Well, she's going to need to know about the medical profession. So what kinds of things do doctors and nurses need to know? And why does the secretary need to know that? Well, I will tell you that a medical secretary is going to need to be able to read the doctor's handwriting and shorthand because they don't always write everything out. So she's going to need to know what all those abbreviations are. And then she's also going to need to know about medications. She's going to need to understand medical language. So she's going to have those kind of professional knowledge. She needs to know about medical language because they use weird words in medicine. The different parts of the body, the different medicines, all sorts of stuff going on there. So she needs to know the medical language. She's a secretary, so she also needs to know computers. She needs to know about organization. What else can you think of? There's probably other things she needs to know too, huh? So look at what a medical secretary makes. Look at what a plumber makes. I wonder why there's such a difference in their salary. It's interesting. Number 6, Dexter has worked 2 years as a computer scientist. He received a $1,500 raise after the first year. What was his salary for the second year? All right, so let's look at Dexter, and he was computer science. So here's computer scientist. Ooh, we all need to be that one. And he received a raise. So I'm going to need to do $93,950 plus $1,500 because that was his raise. 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 0 is 5, 9 plus 5 is 14, carry the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring down line 9. So his second year salary was $95,450. That's all going to computer science. You want to? They make a good salary. All right, number 7, connect. What relationship do you notice between the jobs and the starting salary? Jobs and starting salary. All right, let's look at it. To be a bank teller, you need to be able to count money. To be a sales clerk, you need to be able to count money, work a cash register, right? Bank teller, you're dealing with a lot more money, so that you have to be trusted with all of that. So that's a big deal. Car mechanic, you have to know about cars. Medical secretary, again, lots of computer science, medical language, things of that sort. Computer scientist, you've got to know how to fix a computer and how a computer thinks and how to program and all these things that you probably have to go to school for. So what relationship do you notice between the jobs and the starting salary? Well, the easier jobs, I spelled that wrong. SIER, jobs, have a lower starting salary. More difficult jobs have a higher starting salary? All right. So here's what I'm noticing about our unit on financial literacy, especially this one on income. This is all about thinking about what people do for their work, and then thinking about why you have all those different starting salaries, why you have the different incomes for different jobs. Let's go on to the next page where you're going to try it on your own and then check your work. Here we go.